హలో వెల్కమ్ బ్యాక్ గైస్. ఇప్పుడు సెకండ్ ఎపిసోడ్ ఆఫ్ ద పాడ్కాస్ట్లోకి వచ్చాం. ఆ, ఇప్పుడు మనతో పాటు రష్మి ఉంది. సో ఇవాళ టాపిక్ ఏంటి అంటే సోషల్ కంపారిజన్ అన్నమాట. లైక్ మనం చాలా పనులు చేస్తూ ఉంటాం, బట్ వాటిలో చాలాసార్లు మనం వేరే వాళ్ళతో కంపేర్ చేసుకోవడం, ఆర్ మన చుట్టుపక్కల ఉన్న వాళ్ళు మన సిచ్యువేషన్ని ఆర్ మనం చేసే యాక్షన్స్ని వేరే వాళ్ళతో కంపేర్ చేయడం, ఇలాంటివన్నీ చేస్తూ ఉంటాం అన్నమాట. సో ఇలాంటివన్నీ చేయడం వల్ల జనాలకి ఎలా ఎఫెక్ట్ అవుతుంది, హౌ ఇట్ మైట్ impact a person's behavior or their progress or trying to find themselves in their journey. సో వీటన్నిటి గురించి మాట్లాడదాం అని చెప్పేసి ఇవాళ ఈ కొత్త టాపిక్ వచ్చాం అనమాట. సో వెల్కమ్ బ్యాక్ రష్మి, హౌ ఆర్ యూ?
I'm very good. Thank you. How are you?
ఐమ్ గుడ్ టు, థ్యాంక్ యూ. సో యా, ఈ టాపిక్ గురించి వాట్ డూ యూ థింక్?
I think it's quite natural to compare because now we live in a world where we have lot of influence from a lot of things around us. So I feel it is very natural that we sometimes compare ourselves and also it's a very important and an interesting topic because we all tend to do it at some point in our life, or people around us will do that to us. So yeah, yes.
సో లైక్ ఈ టాపికే ఎందుకు అనుకున్నా అంటే లైక్ ఓవర్ ద పాస్ట్ ఫ్యూ ఇయర్స్ నాకు చాలాసార్లు అనిపించింది అనమాట. లైక్ నాతో పాటు చదువుకున్న వాళ్ళు, నాతో పాటు జాబ్ చేసిన వాళ్ళు, లైక్ దేవ్ మూవ్డ్ పాస్ట్ మీ ఇన్ మై కెరియర్ ఆర్ ఇన్ దేర్ కెరియర్స్, బట్ ఐవ్ బీన్ స్టక్ ఇన్ ద సేమ్ ప్లేస్ అనమాట. సో అలా అనిపించినప్పుడు చాలాసార్లు నాకు నేనే కంపేర్ చేసుకునేవాడిని దట్ what if I did something else, or what if I took some other decision which might have helped me get better, or which might have helped me be in the same position as my other peers అని చెప్పేసి అలా అనిపించేది అనమాట చాలాసార్లు. బట్ అగైన్ ఇట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ pretty natural, like Resmi said, that you will always think like this when some situations bring you down, but at the same time you have to pull yourself back up. So you have to make sure that you are motivating yourself to do things that you want, and instead of comparing yourself with others, I think the most important thing to do is to compare yourself with yourself, so that you will not be questioning yourself later. So whatever you are comparing yourself with should be as a measure for yourself to move forward in life and not with someone else. సో ఇది నాకు అనిపించిన మెయిన్ థాట్ అనమాట. లైక్ దీంట్లోంచి పుట్టుకొచ్చిందే ఈ ఐడియా. సో ఇలాగ మనలాగే చాలామంది ఇలాంటి పొజిషన్లో ఉండుంటారు ఇన్ దేర్ 20s, దట్ there are so many people around us who are doing well, and sometimes we might be doing well and the others around us might not be doing well. సో ఇలాంటి సిచ్యువేషన్స్లో ఎలా ఉండాలి, ఆర్ జనాలు ఫీల్ అయితే ఎలా ఫీల్ అవుతారు అనే థాట్ నుంచి వచ్చిందే ఐడియా అనమాట. సో యా, వాట్ యూ థింక్ దిస్, లైక్ ఏమంటాం, ఇప్పుడు ఈ సోషల్ మీడియా ఏజ్లో దెర్ ఆర్ సో మెనీ వేస్ ఇన్ విచ్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ బీయింగ్ కంపేర్డ్ టు, లైక్ బ్యూటీ స్టాండర్డ్స్లో కానీ, లైక్ విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు ఫైనాన్షియల్స్, కెరియర్ పాత్స్, ద డెసిషన్స్ దట్ యూ టేక్, ఆర్ యువర్ ఏమంటాం బాడీ వెయిట్ గురించి, లేదంటే ఆర్ కలర్, ఆర్ ద చాయిసెస్ దట్ యూ టేక్ ఇన్ యువర్ ఫ్యాషన్. ప్రతి దాంట్లోని యూ విల్ బీ కంపేర్డ్ ఇన్ సమ్ ఆర్ ది అదర్ ఫార్మ్. సో ఇవన్నీ అవ్వకుండా ఉండాలంటే ఏం కాదు, లైక్ what do you think is the effect that these kind of things have on people?
It is definitely it will pull you down. Like మనం చాలా బాధపడతాం obviously ఎవరైనా మనకి when they start comparing us to someone else, no matter what we do. I think it starts right from our parents, because that's what I experienced when I was studying for some exam, and then I wasn't clearing it. And then, my parents used to tell that, oh, so look at your friends, they cleared it, they passed this, they did this, they're doing well, they have a job. And what are you doing? You're still studying. So, one thing, what our time lo నేను చెప్పింది ఏంటంటే, like, I think whoever started comparing us, right, or whoever it is, then I think we should always tell them like not to do it, because it is very easy to say like, oh, you know what they're doing is they're doing this because, and మనం తిరిగి వాళ్ళ అదే క్వశ్చన్ అడగలమా, like, oh, look at their parents. That's not fair, right? Because everyone is trying their best to do. Our time lo I feel like we'll definitely feel bad, we'll definitely feel sad, but we should always focus on your what is something good at what you do, what is your strength. Maybe you have to work on that part, and then see the area where you can shine and do your best. That's what I feel. And coming to social media, it is like now everyone is an influencer, and everyone talks about their lifestyle, how they do everything, etc., etc. But I feel we don't know the truth in whatever they show, right? Because you don't always show everything in it. You only show the good parts of how you are. Like if you're struggling, if someone is crying, someone is crying is also shown nowadays, but that's a different story. But I feel like even if someone is getting compared, your journey is different. Like the way you've grown up, or your circumstances, your financials, it's all different. I feel whatever with you have it. I think you have to work with that, and then achieve your goals. It is, and sometimes it is really noisy in the head, because people keep telling that, this is not good, that's not good, look at her, how it is, Annie. But I feel you should just ignore them, like just don't listen, because I think we will get most affected when you don't know what you want, or you don't know what you are. Like if suppose నాకు తెలుసు, నాకు ఇది బావచ్చు, నాకు ఈ టాస్క్ బావచ్చు, నేను ఈ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ పర్సన్ అని, ఆర్ నాకు ఈ స్టైల్ నచ్చింది అని, యాజ్ లాంగ్ యాజ్ ఐ లైక్ ఇట్, నాకు నచ్చితే చాలు, ఆ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ మెంటాలిటీలో ఉన్నాం అనుకో, నో మ్యాటర్ ఎంతమంది మనకి ఎన్ని విషయాలు కంపేర్ చేసినా, you will always move forward, because those things won't put a stop for your progress, or right. it won't affect you. That's what right. I feel. Yeah.
Okay. So I understand what you're saying, but if for suppose I am a 20-year-old or 20 odd something on the internet right now, okay, so or I'm just figuring out life right now, so what are the things that you think that I should be practicing in order to avoid comparing myself with other people on the internet, or when somebody else says that you are like this, look at someone else. So when these kind of things happens, like aim just say you can avoid these kind of situations that you might put yourself into, or the others might put you into. So what do you think can like help people to navigate better like these kind of situations lo? Okay, comparison is inevitable, okay, you might do it, or someone else might do it, but అలాంటివి అవ్వకుండా ఉండాలి అంటే what are the little practices that you can do so that you are little bit sane in life and not bothering too much about the noise that is coming from outside?
See, comparison, like you said, if it is inevitable, but if it is done by someone else, it's not in your control. And while not launch you can't decide that, you can't stop it. What you can stop and what you can do is only for yourself, and how you respond and how you react to it. Do you want to get affected? Then what you'll do next? Like, do you want to take that comparison in a positive way and then work on yourself? That's one thing. Or లేదు, నన్ను ఇలా కంపేర్ చేశారు, నేను ఇలా చేశాను కదా, అండ్ మనం కొంచెం టైం వేస్ట్ కూడా చేయొచ్చు దాని గురించి బాధపడి, రైట్? ఇట్స్ అగైన్ యువర్ చాయిస్. సో అవతల వాళ్ళు కంపేర్ చేస్తున్నారు అన్న విషయం మన కంట్రోల్ లేదు కాబట్టి, what you can do is you can ignore one. Like I said before, like if you know what you want and what you are, it is um, very
Not
easy to
care about.
ignore this noise and not heed to all these voices around you. There are some relations where you don't have an option
Yeah.
of ignoring them or not talking to them when they keep
Yeah.
comparing. Kada.
Yeah.
But I think as we grow older, the most important, apart from family, most important relationship is the friends. I feel like you choose them wisely early, because you don't want a friend, because there will be so many bad times for us. I'm sure there will be one or the other day you will experience in your life. You will have your friends. Make sure you have the best ones who don't come you who accept you the way you are, and like, and don't compare you or keep talking about comparisons, or they themselves do that comparison with others, because anything, it's an energy. That kind of comparison, even if they are doing and they're around you, that might sometimes come on you also. So I feel, when as you're growing, you have to always observe and see how you are reacting to things. What no, see, okay, why is it affecting me? Sit down, think. The more we are on social media, I feel we are not even giving time to observe the things around us. Like, not even a single day where when you're in a bus or you're just walking on a road, your head is just straight and looking around. Either we are either we are always on like it's always on our phones or doing something, scrolling, right? I think you should stop and observe and see. Just get away from things, and then you'll know what you want, and then focus on yourself, like what kind of things you want to improve. uh, Appudu, then I feel like you don't really uh, get bothered with those comparisons. Most important thing is you should have breaks uh, when you're using social media, especially the teenagers who are there right now. See, right now we're seeing, maybe in our late 20s, we're seeing social media in increase. But when we were growing up, like when we were like early 20s or when we were teens, మనకి ఇంత ఎక్స్పోజర్ లేదు ఇంటర్నెట్ కి, ఇంత ఎక్స్పోజర్ లైక్ హౌ ఇప్పుడు ఉన్నట్టు. అండ్ రైట్ నౌ there is a lot of negative impacts, how people are just really feeling bad about themselves and depression. There's so many things people are thinking, right, because of comparisons only. So
Yeah.
I think you should stop all that and come out and be in the real world. uh, and it's really important to prioritize what's important to you and not be on social media, because like in that documentary which is there, anything for free is meaning you are the product, right? Like
If
they are
anything
doing
is
it for
given to
you.
you for free, then you
Yeah.
are the product.
Yes, exactly. So I think we should understand that. Take your time, just come out, and nothing's going to happen if one person is not there on the media, right? You are only working on yourself. So I
Yeah.
think another thing I want to say is, we don't have to react and respond to everything that comes to us. We should preserve our energy. Even though people are comparing, you don't have to say anything back to them. Like, let them do it. Let them say it. I think you should preserve what's really important. Talk when it's really necessary to those people who are comparing us. And I truly believe, and I follow, only your results should speak. You don't have to
Yeah.
say to anything like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that." No, not required. Just let
Speak with
your
your
results speak.
actions.
Yes, that's it. That's it. You don't have to say anything. So I think that would be a good answer for all those people who are comparing. And it really is. Uh, it pulls you down. It is very negative energy, and we should not do, and we should not let others do. I mean, you should also feel like when you're doing it, just imagine, just put yourself, whatever it is, మనం ఒకరికి కంపారిజన్ స్టార్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు just put yourself in it, like, how would I feel if someone is doing that to me, or someone is saying that to me? Just think, maybe you will have second thoughts and you will change your words. Kada.
Yeah.
I feel like this is what we can do.
Right. So summarize చేయడానికి, like the things that you can do to avoid getting affected by these kinds of comparisons and stuff is, first of all, uh, Mandam. Like only concentrating on your progress. Don't worry about what the world is saying or how people think. Then second part is, if it is something that is bothering you, you don't have to react to it immediately. Take your time and speak with your actions and show the output. Don't think about responding to that person, right? And what else was it? Yeah, reduce the use of social media. Maybe, like, if at all you are being constantly feeling in that way, where you are comparing yourself to someone else on the internet, some influencer or some traveler who's going to all these places, but you are not able to do it. Try to take a break and come out of it. Explore the life around you and not worry about anything else. Then maybe have a good set of friends who can have a positive effect on you, instead of people who bring you down, or people who backbitch, or people who backstab or whatnot. So yeah, and also I like to add one more thing. Like, always try to be grateful for the situation that you are in right now, because at some point or the other you wished for it and you might have come till here because of someday you wished for being there. So I think these are some of the points that can help everybody. So I know this topic has been slightly different from the first one, and this is actually part of the ethos of the podcast. Maybe we wanted to talk about things that people don't generally talk about, and these are some of the things that we wanted to share to people. It's not in a preachy way. I know some of it might come across as like that, but we are still trying to articulate ourselves, trying to get better and understand how to speak our mind and speak our thoughts in a better way. Now we are moving on to our next segment, which is the recommendation segment, where we recommend a piece of art form, whether it's a book, a movie, a music album, a podcast, or whatnot. So yeah, Resmi, go ahead.
Um, okay, because we're talking about things which we can do and improve our life, and not get affected by all this. I recommend the book called Atomic Habits. I can. So it's by James Clear. It's really an interesting book, and all the tips, and they are very easy to follow, and they're very practical. So I think you all should start, just read it and see. Let us know how you felt after reading the book, and if you've really practiced any of the tips which is given in the book.
Yeah,
Like you said, we are not preaching anything. Going away from social media is something which I do because it really helps me to cut off the noise, and it really works for me. Try sometime. You might find it interesting too.
yeah. Try to get 1% better each day, which is what I think the book
Yes,
says. So
yes.
my recommendation for this episode is a TV show called Ted Lasso. It is one of the most feel good TV shows ever. It's about an American football coach coming to coach a Premier League or manage a Premier League team in the UK. So it's a comedy series, but it has a lot of emotions, very witty, very funny, and the
Every
characters are,
episode leaves you feeling that energized and positive. Like it's
yeah,
really good.
it's filled with a lot of positive things. Of course,
Yes.
some people didn't get that. Like, some people felt that it was way too positive for the real world out here. But yeah, it can help you find some kind of happiness or contentment around the people that you have around you. So if you watch it, you'll love it. So give it a shot. Also, we are still looking to name our podcast. We'll see for 5 episodes to have a list of names, and then we'll have a poll, and then we can decide the name of the podcast. So if you've watched till here, thank you for watching. Um, if you have any suggestions for any topic ideas or any topics that we could talk about, please post it in the comments, and we'll We'll address them probably in the later episodes. So if you have anything to talk about, yes, one question. I have one question. Um, Please write down what is the best thing that you do in order to not compare yourself with anybody else, or when somebody does it to you, you do something that can help you to make your life easier in the comments so that others can read it and understand. So I hope we were clear. So I think that's it for today. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching and listening.
Yeah.